Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Screw Toy action figure review. And today we'll be looking at the Jakks Specific, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, Mario and Luigi. And I'm very excited to review these two figures for you guys. I did find these two at my local Target. I actually found the whole wave. They had Peach, Toad, and Bowser. But before I dived fully into the wave, I kind of just wanted to check out Mario and Luigi. Ever since I saw the leak images of these figures back a couple weeks ago, where people were finding it at Walmart fairly early, I thought they looked great, man, and having them in hand through the packaging, they do look great. So I can't wait to open these up and check them out. But let's get a quick look at the packaging and with a quick look at the figures themselves. You get two very promotional images of Mario and Luigi, the name of the characters. You turn them to the front, you get very nice promotional art from the movie right there with Mario, the logo and the name of the movie, the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Jakks Specific down here, you get the name of the characters on the side. 3 and up if you want to play with these figures. On top, you get Super Mario Bros. On the side, you get some more promotional images with some of the accessories that it comes with. On the back, you get a read up on what this figure can do. It has realistic eyes, premium details, and 16 points of articulation. So it's pretty cool. At the bottom, not much. But enough about this packaging, man. Let's crack these open. And here we have both of the figures with all their accessories. And this is everything they come with, man. Mario comes with a little plunger and Luigi comes with a little flashlight. Um, Again, very light on the accessories. But if I'm being honest with you, these figures are pretty dope, man. I like them quite a bit. A couple things that really surprised me. One being the articulation. They're actually fairly well articulated for being such small, weird, awkward looking characters. And they look good, man. I really like the details throughout the whole figure. Getting a quick look at the plunger, it is just a solid brown stick, and you can actually see some very small texture on that pole. I don't know how well it's coming off on camera, but it does look good. And then the little pink plunger right there. So yeah, it looks dope. And then Luigi's flashlight is just a it's just a yellow plastic with some black paint on that handle with a little red button. You get the white for the light and the little screws. And yeah, actually back here you get some buttons as well. So yeah, this thing is actually really nicely detailed as well. We're putting those to the side and getting a quick look at the actual figures themselves. Mario looks good, man. I really like what they did with the eyes. They kind of sunk them in and put a glass, like a glass piece of plastic right there, which looks really dope. I like the stitching on the hat. You can see right there. You get some very nice stitching with the M on top of the hat. You get some more stitching sculpted on there and some wrinkles. So that looks really realistic. The mustache looks good. I just realized that his mustache is black and his hair is brown. So that's interesting. You get some textured sculpted in that hair. The rest of the body is fairly simple. You get the overalls with the stitching kind of sculpted on there. You get the gold buttons, and then you move down to the denim jeans or the rest of the coveralls. You get the stitching on the side of the pants. You get the little pocket right there with the gold button, the little boots with the brown laces, and you actually get the eye holes of the shoes right there, or the boots painted gray, and the bottom of the soles are actually sculpted as well with some treads and some paint. So overall, really solid figure, man. Um, yeah, he kind of impressed me quite a bit. Luigi, I kind of like a little bit more, to be honest with you. I've always been a more of a Luigi fan than a Mario fan. But Luigi looks pretty dope. Again, you get the same thing with the eyes. They're supposed to be like realistic or whatever, which is just a clear plastic in front of that painted eyeballs that are sunken in. But same thing with him. You get the black mustache with the brown hair. They both have sculpt on the hair and the mustache. The hat as well has stitching sculpted on that hat and on the top of the hat. So that does look good. And then moving down to the coveralls, again, you get the stitching on the pockets, on the buttons, on the straps. You get pockets on his pants and down his side of his legs. And then you get the boots with the little eye holes punched out and painted silver, the laces and treads at the bottom. And they're not the same scope, as you can see. You know, he's a lot more slimmer and longer compared to Mario. But yeah, man, for $19.99, I mean, you're getting a decent figure. You know what I mean? Doesn't come with much accessories. Yes, it would have been nice to get interchangeable hands and interchangeable heads, but for for what it is, I think it's pretty dope and I think it's worth it. I like them quite a bit. Let's get a quick look at articulation. Let's start off with Luigi. So their heads are on a ball peg, and you really have to yank on that head for it to come off. So it does swivel to the side. It does move. Nah, it doesn't really want to move up, and it doesn't really want to move down. You don't get really head pivoting out of there. So really, you just get swivel. So not the greatest. His arms do move up a fair amount. They're just on ball joints. So as you can see, or on the hinge, I'm sorry, not a ball joint. He can hit a fairly nice T-pose. He does have ball joints at the elbow, so you can bend in at a 90 degree, and then it does swivel. And yeah, it actually moves quite a bit. And then his hands are just on pegs, so they just swivel, no hinge up or down or anything. And then his waist is on a like a ball rocker, I want to say. So you get some swivel out of it, and then you get some tilting to the side, but it just pops back in place. It goes not much forward, not much back. So again, it's more of a wasteful, but it is on a ball joint, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I want to pop this apart and see if I can get some more articulation out of it. But I'll do that later on, and if I end up doing it, I'll maybe make a short for it or a video for it. I don't know, we'll see. And then you do get upper thigh cuts, which is pretty crazy. You get upper thigh cuts, you get a single jointed knee, and then his foot is on a hinge that moves not much forward, the tiniest amount back, which is more shifting, and it does have ankle pivot, but because of the pants, it kind of gets in the way. But you get some decent articulation right there out of the foot. So yeah, decent articulation out of this guy. Mario, same setup, so I don't really need to go through the articulation for Mario because it's literally the same setup. The only thing is that his torso does move a little bit more than Luigi's. Kind of has a little bit more shifting forward and a little bit more shifting back than Luigi, so that's the only difference. But overall, solid figures, man. So yeah, this is my quick, short, and to the point review of these two figures from Jakks Specifics from the new Mario movie. And yeah, man, great little figures. So if you're interested in this line and you think you'll like the movie, pick these figures up. I really am interested in picking up Toad, Peach, and Bowser. So I'm probably going to go back and pick those up here in the next couple of days at my Target. I've seen them at Walmart as well. Where else did I see them? I saw them at GameStop as well. And I think I saw them at my HEB for my Texas viewers. I did see these at HEB. So again, solid figures overall for $19.99. I think you're getting a deal. Not the greatest figures. They are really close to being really good figures, or great figures at that. I think if they would have done a ball joint at the wrist, a ball joint at the ankle, and a hinge at the neck, I think that would have been perfect. Again, interchangeable hands and heads would have been ideal, but this is good enough. Honestly, I'm just gonna pose them with their plunger and the flashlight on my shelf, and yeah, again, decent Mario figures. I think these are some of the best Mario figures we've got. We have several lines of Mario figures. We've had, I think, SH Figuarts, and I think these are some of the best, man. I think they're pretty decent. They are stylized to look like the movie figures, but it is pretty decent figures. I'm not gonna lie. I like them quite a bit. But yeah, man. Again, thank you for checking out my quick review on these guys. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, comment down below if you're interested in picking these up, or is an easy pass, or if you're kind of just like me, was on the fence and saw them in store and you're like, you know what, let me check them out. But yeah, enough of me rambling on. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.